Yeah, so that's when I told her, I was like, you can't buy the cake mix if you ain't stole the bowl. Come
Hey,
on.
we're live.
Huh?
We're live.
Oh. Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to the Slyy Report. And today, we will be talking about Boruto. Stay tuned. I told you before, Larry, you gotta let me know when we're live. You can't just start the camera, just, oh, Willie. We're live now, aren't we? Hello, and we're back. Thanks for tuning in. Today's sponsor is cranberry juice. Drink it, it's good for you. Without further ado, let's report on today's events. In chapter 1, or 81, of Boruto. Our top story today seems to be that Shikamaru is now the Hokage. After the disappearance of Naruto, it seems that Shikamaru has been elected as the 8th Hokage. News around the village is that though he is smart and his plans do make us seem secure, it is a significant fall off in terms of the lineage, the prestige of the title of Hokage. But with that being said, we are willing to give Shikamaru a chance. He is a cool dude. He does have a banging theme song. So we will see where his reign as Hokage goes. In other news, Konohamaru has bitched out on his goal to become the 8th Hokage and seems to be serving the role of advisor to Shikamaru. No comments could be found on this recent development as far as we know. For trying notes here, huh? Yes. In more pressing matters, Sarada, the daughter of Sasuke Uchiha, seems to be still a Genin, following in the footsteps of her proverbial master, Naruto. Now this isn't all bad. There is some merit to what she's saying to Shikamaru in this chapter, because she is confronting Shikamaru, the quote-unquote 8th Hokage, about the fact that Boruto is a criminal, there is a kill on sight order on him, and really that the world seems to have fully fallen into this brainwashing that Boruto is now the villain and Kawaki has always been Naruto's son. How we have these details, who knows? Furthermore, in other news, we have people complaining about the fact that Sadara is dressed a certain way. And to those people and to those allegations, I would just like to say one thing, and that one thing is this. This is a casual outfit. They were hanging out in the village before it was randomly attacked. I highly doubt this is mission gear. So let's just pull back, wait and see. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Also, let's go here, refer to my notes. See what else happened in this chapter that's newsworthy. So, Mitsuki. I feel bad for the poor boy. He is indeed a follower. He has always been a follower. This is not new information. But because of the events of the previous chapter, before the time skip, Mitsuki is now convinced that Kawaki is his son, or his Boruto. And it wasn't so bad previously, because at least Boruto would encourage Mitsuki to be his own person. Live your own life. Make your own decisions. But now that Mitsuki is the shadow of an edgier person that is Kawaki, he's become even more edgy, and I would say slightly depressed, because I feel like he has these feelings of, this relationship isn't supposed to be like this, but it's all I can remember. So we'll see where his character develops. Also, a thing I noticed. If you notice, pre-time-skip, Mitsuki's design and outfit were more light colors, blues, and hues of that nature. Now it seems he's wearing all black. That could be a reflection of his inner state, where he's at emotionally. Just a hint. Or maybe it's just an outfit change. But I, and my reporter eye, dare to see more. In other news, Code is back. He is now choosing to attack the village, for reasons we will get to. But the important thing is, Code has been back to the village in between the time we last left these characters and where we're picking up now. He hasn't been in the village, he hasn't attacked the village, but he has been in the vicinity of the village and has been leaving claw marks, which there are teams of ninjas sent to find. And once they find him, they call Big Bad Kawaki, and he comes in having gained more control over his Otsutsuki powers. See, I got it. He is now able to fly. He's shrinking the claw marks when he finds them. But he does find claw marks on one of the guards whose job it is to find these claw marks. Finding this, he reports it to Shikamaru, and he's like, gather all of the people in one place. It's safe to say that if one guy has claw marks, maybe more than him have claw marks. If they're all in one place, I can check them all, I can get rid of them. But before this can happen, Code and his guys show up out of the claw marks on one of the dudes that they had placed previously. And this is when all hell breaks loose. Sarada and Tsurume, who had been checking up on their mission with Ada, but also trying to gain more information on the power that was used to change the minds of everybody in the world, because these two people are the only two that remember the way the world should be, besides Ada, Damon, and Kawaki. So, this is a dangerous game that they are playing because they are unaffected by all of her powers. Ada is under the impression that they are just unaffected by the omnipotence power, the power that rewrote everybody's memories. And this is scary, or a threat, because if Ada was to find out that Sarada and Tsurume are immune, Damon, her little brother, who's a fucking beast, would see them as a threat, and he would have to eliminate them because they could actually do potential harm to his sister. So that's happening, and after that happens, that's when Code chooses to attack. So we cut back to that. I didn't lose my place. This is news, and I'm a reporter. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. So we cut back to that. Code appears after random villagers have been attacked. More of his guys, his 10-tailed clone monsters, are coming out and attacking. Code appears in front of Sarada, who has appeared to help evacuate the non-combatant citizens and see what's going on. So Code and Sarada have a little mini conversation. He's like, hey, how you doing? I'm here for Boruto. She's like, well, that's too bad. He's not here. He hasn't been here in 3 years. Pay attention to that. That's going to be important later when we go over to theory time. So, she says Boruto hasn't been here in 3 years. Code says, I know. I've been chasing him for 2 years. And I'm tired of chasing him. So I've come here to attack the village in hopes that he will come and save you. So, be sure to let out a nice scream for me so he can hear you. And this is when Boruto arrives, and he does some cold stuff right here, okay? Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the details of Boruto that are gonna transition us into theory time, we're going to talk about how Boruto shows up out of the blue, steps on Code's face, and literally tells this man, bro, you be scaring the hoes, man. I can't make this up. Well, it's not verbatim what he says, but that's what he says basically. Verbatim what he says is, those scary ideas, those messed up ideas of yours are the reason women want you to leave from them, or women want to get away from them. Which translates to me as, bro, you be scaring the hoes. So, Code, he doesn't like this. He tries to attack Boruto. Boruto dodges out the way. Sarada sees Boruto. The village is alerted to Boruto's presence because they sense his chakra. Shikamaru gives the order that, hey, Code takes precedence. He's attacking the village. Make sure Code does not destroy everything. But also, keep an eye on Boruto and see what he's doing. Hi. I'm First Mate Crew and host of the Slyy Report. Gold D ranks. Do you ever get thirsty? Do you ever find yourself not being able to quench that thirst? Well, I have the solution for you. Cranberry juice. It's healthy, it's good, and it's thirst quenching. Take a swig. Take 2. It'll do the body good. Cranberry juice. Official sponsor of the Gold Fang Crew. Alright, is that it? Cool. Alright, cool. What do you mean the camera died in the middle of the most
I don't know, it
important
just
part
died.
of the report? Larry, oh my, what? Did you charge the batteries, Larry?
Yes, I charged the battery. It just died.
What? Are we live now?
Yes, we're back live.
And we're back. Sorry, I hope you enjoyed that commercial break. But now that we're back, let's get back into what we were speaking on. So yes, Code has invaded the village. He wants Boruto to come. Boruto shows up, steps on his face. Code doesn't like this, so he attacks Boruto. They are told that Boruto is in the village. Shikamaru gives all this information to Kawaki. Kawaki's like, all right, I'm gonna act on it. You're finally back. All right, cool. Cut back to where we're at with Boruto and Sarada. They're surrounded by Code. And that's pretty much where the chapter ends. So, you didn't miss too much in the report, thankfully, but I will say that the commercial break was very poorly timed due to some technical difficulties with our crew. But anyway, we're gonna move over into theory time. So, I'm gonna move into the theory corner and then we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Theory Corner. Here, we will use my vast knowledge of investigative journalism craft theories on what future news stories might entail.
let's get started. Theory number 1. Is Sasuke dead? Now, if my editor is doing his job, you should see in this corner right here next to Bruce, a panel. A panel of a conversation. A conversation had between one Code and Sarada Uchiha. You see in this exchange here, Sarada clearly says, Boruto left the village 3 years ago. Now, in response to this, Code says, I know, I've been chasing him for 2. Now, the reason I say that this is evidence for the Sasuke is dead theory would be, why would Code not be chasing them for the entirety of the 3 years? Is it because Sasuke was alive at first? And there was more of a struggle? It was more of a, I had to plan around Sasuke being there. Plus Boruto, who was probably being trained by Sasuke at that point, was growing in power. And also, let's not forget, he does have the, I believe he does have the knowledge of Momoshiki. That part of the theory is a little less solid, but we're gonna focus on the solid evidence I have. At least what I believe to be solid evidence. So yes, and this leads me into my next theory, which will also lead me back into this theory. Did Code kill Sasuke? I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility to say yes. And circling back to the first theory, the is Sasuke dead theory, another thing I have for this theory is the fact that another panel should be appearing here. Boruto is wearing Sasuke's clothes. Like, he has on, I believe he has on his own jacket. I don't believe Sasuke had a jacket, but that's neither here nor there. But the pants, the shirt, the cape, the sword, all of these things are Sasuke's. Why would he not have them? Has he moved on to a different look? Is he no longer capable of fighting, so he has no need for his sword? Like, these are questions to be asked, you know? Also, why would he not come with Boruto to the village if he was alive? So, even if he is alive, he might not be in fighting shape anymore. And this leads into my final theory, which would be kind of a rough draft of maybe the things that happened after Boruto and Sasuke left the village. That would lead Merit to when Boruto sees Code again saying, hey, women don't like you, bro. So, firstly, I think when Boruto and Sasuke left the village, they went to Orochimaru. The reason I say this is because Orochimaru is tied more closely to anyone in the village to Sasuke. And I believe if Sasuke came to Orochimaru and said, hey, I'm vouching for this kid, it wouldn't take too much for Orochimaru to be like, all right,
you guys can hide out here, or use one of my old hideouts, or use my old equipment, whatever it may have you. Because honestly, and let's be real here, fucking, what's his name? Big-eyed Sensei. I can't remember his name right now. But that nigga is not a threat to fucking Orochimaru. And saying, oh, he's watching him, he's under constant surveillance. Bro. Anyway, I believe they went to Orochimaru. I also believe Code caught up to them while they were with Orochimaru. They started going on the run. I believe they went and visited, if not all of Sasuke's old friends, most of them. So Suigetsu, Jugo, Karin. I believe Karin they had to interact with, or they had to be seeking asylum with at one point, just based off the fact that when Boruto meets up with Code again, he says to him, hey, this is why women don't like you, or this is why women want you to leave, or this is why women wants to get away with you. Something to that effect. It should be right here. It should be right here. He says that to him. And why would he have any reason to say that to him if he hasn't had an interaction, at least one previous interaction, where there's been a woman, him, and Code involved? So I'm thinking that maybe the incident that maybe might have caused Sasuke's death and might be the reason Boruto's been on the run from Code for the last 2 years is, while hiding out with Karin after seeking asylum from Orochimaru, with Karin, Code found their location and attacked. Either Sasuke was wounded to the point where he can no longer participate actively in battle, or he's dead. Code did or said some things that were inappropriate or what have you. Karin didn't like it. Boruto took note of that, and voila, we have why he made that statement towards Code. I do feel that as more is revealed in coming chapters, things will either add to support or detract from these theories. But at this time, these are the best theories I have for this interaction right here. And that, my friends, will conclude Theory Time.
Thank you for joining us today on the Slyy Report. We will be back with updates to all of your favorite, and by your favorite, I mean whatever I am interested in reading and or watching. Your favorite anime and manga with the news and other things. Keep a lookout for the crew. Keep a lookout for the captain, Goldfang himself. I hear he's off on an adventure right now, but he should be making an appearance soon. Real soon. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. And don't forget, this is the news. Are you off air?
Yeah.
All right, come on now, Larry. Me and you gonna have to have a talk.
Hey, wait.